Welcome back to the channel. We're here with a kangaroo car. So from the last video, we got it running, and it doesn't run well. It's got crank pulley issues. They do, yeah. It's like trying to make sound like some musical instrument type thing. Front right suspensions, tie rod. The steering wheel moves, but it continues to move. It just continues to move. So you can keep turning it, and the wheels don't turn. So I need to fix that. Yeah, and I'm aware this doesn't really come from the land down under. I know that. But I only learned that 10 years ago when I went to go buy one. And the guy told me, no, they don't come from upside down land, they come from the land of the rising sun. So, but I like to think that they come from kangaroo land. I don't know, it's just something about it. They have these UTE, UTE? Yeah. The UTE, it stands for something, like something about an infection of some kind. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the UTE, people, drink cranberry juice. That I don't think that's what it means in upside down land. It means something else. Maybe that's not what it is. I don't know. Cars down there. They're not cars, they're trucks. Well, no, they're car trucks. Like El Camino. Remember the Mexican with Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts?
Yeah, man. El Camino.
It's a great movie. It's fantastic. It's got the guy from Sopranos, James Gandolfini, I think, in it. Great movie. Ford Ranchero. Why don't they make those anymore? Like, it's the best of both worlds. It's a car and it's a truck. Like, why wouldn't you have that? So, anyways, this is a story for another time. Today we're going to take the donor. It's not really a donor car. It's a donor nose. We're going to do some plastic surgery. I'm going to be one of those surgeons like they have out in California that have the best intentions of making people look better, and they actually end up looking worse. I don't know why. It's weird. A lot of money to look worse. Anyways, story for another time. The donor nose that we've got, wherever this guy lived, it was dark. And it's really dark, because he had, I don't know, 12 lights or something on the front of the car. I don't know where you'd live that you need 12 lights in the front of your car. I mean, Alaska, I know it's like dark 6 months out of the year or something. What do you guys, people in Alaska, like, is it dark 6 months? What? I don't know. I've never been there. But maybe it's an Alaska car. I don't think we'd be putting all those lights on this one, because it's bright here. It's bright here. So we're going to be okay. I think we'll just go with regular headlights. The headlights that came with the donor nose, I think I wired them. Looks like a 3-year-old did it. Actually, I think a 3-year-old would do a better job than I do. I hate wiring. I hate it. I will do suspension. I will do body work. I will do interior. I'll even do a headliner. I'm saying it. A headliner. But wiring, I hate it. And for some reason, I end up doing wiring more than anything else in cars. I don't understand. You should see the 93 video. I'm rewiring the whole car. And maybe that's why I hate it. Because it's been nothing but a headache. It still doesn't run. It's a story for another time. So we're gonna get the front bumper on, and we're gonna try to get headlights in, but we got a problem because this car has factory wiring where those headlights don't. So I don't know how they, yeah. What else? If we have time today, I might get in. There's one hood over there. There's another hood. The story that I told you was a story for another time. We might talk about it. My therapist says I'm making progress on that tragedy, but I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it. So it might become another story for another time, or we might talk about it. It just depends on the grieving process. So eventually we got to get this thing to where it, you know, use the shifty go-go machine and see if it goes. I mean, it goes, but what if we, you know, tried to go on a road or something? Like, do you think that's safe? I don't know, but wouldn't be the dumbest thing I've ever done. That's for certain. But excited though. I mean, the car runs. It runs. The guy who had this car was smart. He took everything off of it. He cannibalized the front-mounted intercooler, which is fine because I didn't want one anyways. He cannibalized the air intake and the mass sensor. Stole them. Well, I guess I can't really call them stolen because it was his. But let's see, what else did he take? Oh, he took the A-pillar with the gauges. Like he had one of those fancy alphabet A-pillar, you know, put the gauges in there. It makes it look cool. They show it in the movies, like the Furious Fast people. Why are they so angry? Like when I go fast, I'm not angry. Why would I be furious when I'm going fast? Like when I'm going fast, I'm giggling. Like I submitted to Ford once a commercial idea. Because I bought a new S550 Mustang and I was excited. I was having a great time. And I would go down the road going fast and I would be giggling like a kid. Talk about a story for another time. Remind me my first, I will tell you the story about my first ride in a Mustang. Story for another time. But I'm driving down the road going fast in my brand new S550 Mustang and I'm just laughing. And I submitted an idea to Ford about a commercial about, you know, screw miles to the gallon. What about giggles per gallon, right? I mean, think about it. You could have this kid in the back seat of his dad's Mustang and fires it up and they go off and they take off down the road and the kid's in the back seat just giggling as he's got a little toy Mustang in his hand. I don't know what Ford was thinking. That was money. That is money. What does Ford know? He took the oil pressure sending unit and we had the geyser coming out the top of the subtraction machine and got oil all over. This wall's covered, floor's covered. Had to order one of those. So, as you can see, I'm procrastinating because I don't want to have to put the front end on. But if I don't do it, no one's coming to do it. So let's get into it. All right, we got to get this piece. I think we have one here, 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 one here. And some of these have nuts on the back, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so let's see if we can get this in here. All right, so I'm working with limited space, but it's on there. So it took a little negotiating on this side that had a little boo-boo, but essentially had to line up. So you can see there I put a clip. So that clip connects the fender to the bumper. And then there's a clip there. There's a clip there. There's one there, and then line this one up as well. You can see this gap we can fix because I think there's a clip on the inside of the fender, or the wheel well. So we'll try to get that clip in. Might be able to see it from this side. But there's a gap there, so we'll try to fix that too. I think this guy had, I don't know what all this wiring's for. Again, lighting. Some sort of lighting fetish. Because we've got wires hanging off the bottom of here that are coarse cut. So you got to figure out what all those go to, but now it's about, now I got to give headlights in. So we're going to go from there. So this is after we got some of the wiring put back together. Like I said, there's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's 9 lights in each headlight. And that doesn't even include, over there, got one of the fog lights. And then there's additional lights on the bumper as well. So I got most of the wiring harness off of this leftover wiring from the actual harness. So this was just cut off of another car, and I ended up getting this off of eBay. It's in great shape. There's nothing wrong with it, and maybe someday I might have this welded in. I don't know if it's worth it, so we'll see. But right now I got all the headlights out of here, so now I just gotta get those mounted into the car. This is what I'm working with in the car right now. As you can see, this has already been messed with in some way, shape, or form. I think they tried to wire this harness in, maybe, but you can see there's 2 exposed wires there. So I think what I'm going to do is take the harness off the donor nose and try to wire it into there. I know the white one is the ground, so we'll try to wire it into this thing. I think I'm going to just delete this thing. We'll trial and error it, figure what happens. So this is just temporary for right now. We'll clean this up as soon as I figure out whether these lights actually work. But got it mounted into, so that's what the new headlight looks like. This one looks like it's been in a fight too. It's got claw marks on it. And there's a halo in there, and then there's I think this headlight got opened, and they put like an LED strip around the outside. So that's that one. This one's in as well. I think these are wired correctly, but we'll see. So put the other lights on here. They're not wired in. I got both fog lights in. So I got it all back together, but like I said, they're not all the lights are not wired in. You can see right here, I've got these that I just decided to cut off. I'll worry about those later. So now I just got to wire up the battery, and then we'll try these headlights and see what happens. They have blue LEDs in them. Yeah, that one you can see. So that's parking. Sequential turn signals, so that one works. All right, so this is headlights on. So the only one's not working is the top one. So we have enough headlights to pass inspection. So we're going to talk about this hood. So this came with the front end, the fenders, and it came with the trunk. And when I saw this on eBay, it was flawless. There wasn't even a rock chip in it. I didn't really care about the vinyl on it. I was going to take it all off anyways. But when it got here, paid extra money to get it shipped here, and they threw it, all of it, in this box. And this was upside down on the top of everything, and you can see this is what happened. And it's not just scratches. It's right there, there's a huge dent. There's a huge mark over there, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this. I don't know of anybody who would be willing to fix it. You can see all of the issues over here. Again, this was flawless in all the pictures that I saw. The worst damage is this corner right here that got turned up. But you can see this fender got ruined too. So, gotta figure out how to get this solved. I ended up putting it on the car. I will probably have the whole thing repainted. So hopefully we'll get it fixed at that time. We got the front bumper bracket added. Got the front bumper on. Got both headlights wired. They both work. And got the hood on. So I think we're going to call it here. There's still more to come. We're going to put new new suspension in it, and new axles, and maybe take it for a ride. We'll see. But appreciate you guys checking in. I'm excited about this car. Looking forward to getting it out on the road and really experiencing the joy of the kangaroo car. I don't know how far away we are, but we'll see. I would appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel, and so we can continue to keep bringing these videos to you and the progress on this car as well as the other ones. Thanks again for being here. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.